The last thing I wanted to go through with you is just kind of where you see things going, maybe the next 18 months, 12 months in the bowling industry. What are some things you see coming down the road, or some things to watch out for, or trends to ride?
Well, obviously, all of us were expecting to see a slowdown because
Mhm.
we were all told we were going to have this recession and everything was going to, people were going to stop spending money. And I think all of us after January have all said, wow, well, that didn't happen.
Right.
So obviously, business is still good. And I think we just have to stay diligent. I think coming out of COVID did a lot of positive things for our industry. I
Mhm.
mean, I hate to say this, and I'll admit our center was one just as guilty as anybody. I think if you walk into any bowling center now, you're starting to see centers look cleaner because people
Mhm.
took the pride in
Yeah.
keeping the center clean. And if you walk into most centers, they still have the hand sanitizers up,
Right.
and they've
Yeah.
continued.
I
So
think it became
I
more of
think
a
that's a
priority
positive.
too.
Yeah, I think it's a positive for our industry. So I think our image is getting better. And I think let's give ourselves a little credit. Let's not just say, oh, well, people aren't working and they're getting free government money and they don't have anything else to do, so they go bowl.
Mhm.
You know what? Let's give ourselves a little credit. We are the place that people can go as a family, have a good time. They can go together as friends, have a good time. And look at, maybe we've gotten a little better at what we've done.
Mhm.
So keep doing it, guys. Keep working hard and keep making it a place that your community wants to come to. I
Mhm.
think the biggest thing that we're going to see, and this is due to us not being able to find staff, especially mechanics. I think we have to blame ourselves on why we lost a lot of mechanics in the
Yeah.
industry. Some of our people didn't do a very good job of using the COVID money and keep their employees. Right? They told them to
Yeah.
go file unemployment, and these guys went out and found better jobs with
Right.
benefits. And now we have no mechanics. So I believe you're going to see the string pin movement come hot. I suspect that the USBC is going to approve them for sanctioning this spring. So I think there's going to be a lot of decisions for some people. I know I'm looking at it. I'm a traditionalist, so I'm not a big fan of it.
Mhm.
But I'm just going to work really hard to continue to try to educate some employees and try to send them to some pin chaser mechanic schools and try to get my head mechanics to train the replacements. And no, I'm not just going to wait until they're good and then fire my mechanic. But I hate that mentality. I wish people
Yeah.
would get out of it. I mean, I have a hard time believing that happens. Maybe it happens with a big corporate place, but most independent guys are going to keep that guy that can fix the machines around as
Yeah.
long as they can, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be another really strong spring and summer. I expect summer to be very strong again. I think more and more people are learning now after a number of years of programs like Kids Bowl Free and other programs that people they've perfected it a little bit better. They know how to
Mhm.
market. They know how to get people to come in and take advantage of it. And so I'm expecting things to continue to grow. A lot of the guys that I talk to are telling me that their league bowling base is getting stronger.
Yeah. I've
Um,
heard that from a few people.
and we're seeing that. And I think if we just continue to generate the youth programs, and the one thing that we have in our industry that I think we really need to focus on, and I'm a big proponent. If anybody ever decides to start a committee, I will volunteer as much time as needed to start this. But I really believe we have to come up with a way. We have more high school bowlers, more collegiate bowlers,
Mhm.
ever than ever before,
Right.
and these are kids that love to bowl, and not all of them are 220 average bowlers, man. They're just bowling.
Mhm.
They're on a team, which we love to have teams of bowling in our centers, right? So what are we
Right.
doing to find a place for these people? Look at some 22-year-old kid coming out of college, or a 19-year-old kid who decides not to go to college, was working a job but bowled in high school. Does he want to come bowl with a bunch of 60-year-old men on Tuesday nights? Probably
Right.
not.
Yeah. Right.
So what are we doing to attract these kids to our centers? And look, if there's no magnet that's going to bring them all in automatically, but there's got to be a
Yeah.
way to start promoting some programs that maybe are a little bit more late night. And I'm not talking about $2 Wednesdays. That's not what they want,
Right.
right? $2 Wednesdays been going on, but these kids bowled in a somewhat of a competitive program, so
Mhm.
they want to find another competitive program that's fun, like it was when they were in high school or like
Right.
there was in college. So I don't know the answer to it, but I know our industry that if we get the right people on a committee or two, I think we can come up with something pretty cool.
Right.
But I just don't think the effort has been made. So
That's a
that's
great
pretty
idea.
much that's what I see happening.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to continue to try doing my best. And I love the industry. I love the people in this industry. You and I just met really for the first time this last month, and you
Yeah.
and I are starting to talk about working on things. So
Right.
I'm excited that there's new people in the industry trying to do new things. And I just hope everybody continues to work hard and try to come up with what the next best thing is for our industry.
Yeah, it's really quite an exciting time. It's a cool time to be a part of it. I'm glad
Great.
that I am. Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.